the team with the most wins in the country, tied, is coached by Steve Fisher right now. The team with the fewest losses in the country, tied, is coached by Steve Fisher. San Diego State and the Aztecs, 32-2. I didn't even know they played that many games anymore in college basketball. And Steve Fisher's on the line with us from out in San Diego. Hiya, Steve.
Hello, Mitch. How are you, my friend?
Good to talk to you. You know, seeing you in that special made me realize how long it's been since I've spoken to you. So I said, well, what could be better? Say hello and congratulate him as he heads into the tournament as, one of the upper echelon teams. So we wanted to do both.
I appreciate that and appreciate being on with you. We have had, and you made reference, right? We've had a magical season at San Diego State. But we've had a magical season for any team. 32 wins. We have a 2 seed in the tournament. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey, and I've made sure that all of us, myself included, have enjoyed each and every step along the way. So I appreciate where I am and what we're doing, and we're hoping that we can extend it out a while longer.
All right, Coach Fisher, we just lost Mitch. We got to get him back on. We're at a simulcast here, and we're going to bring him back.
Okay.
Oh, he's back now.
Actually came back. I'm back. Didn't miss a beat. It was interesting to see that special, Steve. I'm glad to see that you've held up so well and you don't look like you've aged 5 minutes. But it's hard for me to accept the fact that was 20 years ago. That's. I'm sorry. It feels like about 7, and I'm not buying anybody who says it was longer than that.
I know it, Mitch. The only time I feel it is when I look at those old pictures and look at myself now in the mirror. But it was a wonderful time, and now we're in another wonderful time. And then the point you made, the nice thing about what we do is about the relationships that you have and that you build and that you maintain.
Yeah.
And it's more than winning and losing and all of the above. I feel a kinship with every player and manager and fellow coach that I've ever been associated with, and that's what brings the smiles to your faces as you move through this journey.
Is that really accurate that the Fab Five guys call you periodically throughout the course of the season? All 5 of them at some point or another?
Well, either they call me or I call them. I've talked to all of them, and not just them though. A lot of the guys that we coached and managers that we've had have stayed in touch, and so it's not just been the Fab Five.
Yeah, I have to ask you so that I can gauge how long it has been since you were. How old are your kids now?
Mark's on the bench with me. He's been here 9 years. He's 32, and Jay is a USC film school grad, and he's soon to be 25.
Oh, my God. I remember those kids could jump up into your arms. Oh, no,
yeah,
I really
exactly.
feel old. I remember one of the great pictures during the whole Michigan time and everything was when you had, I don't know which of your sons was on your shoulder. Remember? You had him draped over your shoulder, and now he's probably 32 now.
Exactly. Now you're exactly right. Time do fly,
yeah,
but the memories are still there. And when I watched that movie, it brought back a lot of them.
I thought it was fairly well done. Did you feel the same?
I did. I felt that way. And, Mitch, I was a little bit reluctant when I got a phone call, and then Jalen called me and said, Coach, I'm involved, and trust me, you'll like it. And I said, I trust you. Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So that's when he sent a camera crew out, and Dutch and I did the interviews with them also.
Yeah, somebody told me that it was very highly rated. It may have even been one of their, Kenny, was it their highest rated
highest
one?
30, yeah.
The highest rated one of those films that they made. So it shows you even 20 years later just the appeal of a team that didn't actually win a championship of any kind. And yet, sometimes personality and style and chemistry can make more of an impact in people's minds. Like Jalen said, tell me who won 3 years ago. Tell me who won tell me the roster of the teams we played, but you can still remember us.
That was a time, and Mitch, because you follow the team closer than anybody, that unless you were there, you couldn't imagine all the people that every city we went to, every town we went to, that were wanting to touch and grab and get an autograph and get a handshake, get a picture, and so you knew that they had a following.
Yeah. What's it like, as we're talking to Steve Fisher, is there such a thing as like West Coast basketball versus Midwest basketball, something in the attitude or the style or anything like that?
You hear it, Mitch. I don't feel it. I don't think that's true. There's good basketball played all over the place, and there's physical, tough, hard-nosed basketball played all over the place. We see that in our league. We see that up and down the West Coast. So I don't see one bit of difference in terms of how the game is played or the quality of the athletes that are playing it. I think it's very similar, in my opinion.
I think Mitch is gone again. We're having a little technical problem here. I'm going to follow up on that with you, Coach, about the no difference in the team. What about the West Coast players, though? Any difference there?
You know, same thing with me. I don't think that there's a difference. I really don't. I think the L.A. kid is not much different from the Detroit kid. The suburban kid in Southern California is not much different than the suburban kid in Michigan or Illinois or Indiana. That's just my opinion.
They just don't have a trench coat on right now.
They don't have what?
They don't wear a coat right now. That's the only difference.
Right. Yeah, well, that's true, too. Yeah, we have the luxury of walking around in short-sleeve shirts in January, and you don't have that too often.
That's right. The biggest difference is wear the same clothes inside on the basketball team as you wear outside in the street.
Point well taken there, and I like that part of it.
Well, Steve, I just wanted to wish you congratulations and say, you know, it's amazing to watch the success story that you have out there. I mean, you didn't lose a single non-conference game. You lost one game at home all season. 32-2 is really fantastic. I hope there's not the pressure on you out there that I could imagine having that lofty a record probably brings with it, but I'm imagining there probably is.
Pressure of expectations now, Mitch. We've still never won an NCAA tournament game, so we're hoping to change that on Thursday. As you said, we've lost two games, both of the same team, BYU, and we finally beat them in the Mountain West Conference Tournament Championship, and we are excited. Our fans are excited. You know, fans are the same everywhere. They expect you to be better than you are, and that's not all bad either. We sold out every game, Mitch, in our building. Seats 12,414. Every game but one was a sellout, and if you could have been here, you would have marveled at the atmosphere inside the building. It's been absolutely a blast.
Well, if you can get that many people indoors in San Diego, you're doing something right. So, congratulations, Steve. Best of luck in the tournament. Great to hear your voice. Great to see your face on the Fab Five special, and all the best in the tournament. We'll see you down the road.